We back. We back. Okay, so we Monty Juniors tie with Bears, and I believe that's so number one Monties, number one Ferals,
Number 2 Monties.
number two Monties,
Number 3 Alligators.
three Alligators, four Bears, tied with Monty Junior.
5 is Runners.
Five is Runners.
Wait, we have to describe
Zombie
Monty
Deer.
Juniors. Monty Juniors are the brown rabbits. And for some reason, the white ones are stronger than the brown ones.
Yeah, white ones are absolute like demon tier, god tier enemies, like One Punch Man. The brown one won't one hit you, even though he can come close. He can stun lock you, which is awful,
But
and
he
he has maybe 1/10 of the health. Help.
I don't know why. I don't know if it was supposed to be a joke from Monty Python. Or just
It's
a mess
gotta
up.
be. But
There's
then
no way
they
somebody
went.
can mess up that bad.
It needed to be one time, and like ha 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 ha, that was a funny Easter egg. Ha ha, how great! And then what happens is no, we just randomly spawn these guys on the map, and they're a nightmare to deal with.
Okay, so we already discussed runners. So
Runners as a horde, we also tied with number 4, which is Bears, Monty Juniors, and a horde, right?
Yeah, runner horde.
And then Zombie Deer, I think.
You're number 6.
I think Zombie Deer should even be above Run.
Zombie Deer, number
Alone,
5.
a lone Zombie Deer is more dangerous.
Because they have more health and their charge attack does decent damage
They
to
have,
you.
and it has a knockdown. Anytime there's knockdown in this game, it's bad because you don't have immunity. If you're on the ground, you can be attacked, and that's when you get. So Zombie Deer and then Runners. Oh, the turtle.
Oh yeah, the turtle.
The turtle. The turtle is armored. Oh, and the pelican.
Turtle isn't too bad.
The pelican I would tie with Runners. It only has one thing going, and it's weak as shit at this point. But it only had one thing really going for it, and that's an acid spray. If you get 2 or 3 of them together, they can spray an area and actually put you in a pretty shitty situation.
They can box you in with a bunch of ferals. And that's a bad situation.
Yes, like lone pelicans, nothing, trash tier. Lone 600-pound lives, nothing, trash tier. But a couple 600-pound lives, a couple pelicans, and then a runner horde, you've got trouble. Which is why I'm always surprised this game doesn't do that more often. That's just another element of balance. Like, there's enemies that are way overtuned, or they run enemies together that should never be together, but they very rarely do like the Left 4 Dead State of Decay thing. State of Decay knows that its enemy types are strongest when they get together. So like a lone zombie's nothing. But if you get some zombies together with a juggernaut, suddenly zombies are extremely dangerous because they're constantly annoying you, constantly taking your stamina, and it gives time for the juggernaut. Or bloaters, normally nothing by themselves, absolutely nothing. But if you combine a bloater with a feral, while you're busy trying to juke the feral out and get him stun locked, get him down, Mr. Bloater keeps crawling his way up, and a bloater will kill you. Screamers, again, nothing. But anytime a screamer is with any other group of enemies, namely the freaks, they instantly give that freak a power up. That's where State of Decay does a great job. It like really understands where how its freaks play into the balance of the difficulty. Because a screamer, when you combine it with a feral, is gonna allow zombies to come up. Obviously, a screamer with a juggernaut is just a situation where you now have to run away because you're just gonna get zombies.
Look at this, it's daytime and they're still here.
Yeah, they break the rules. It's bullshit. So that's one thing where you look at How to Survive 2. They actually have more enemy types than State of Decay. State of Decay is like 10 times the game, but they don't know how to like use them in such a way that they synergize and complement.
And kind of just like throw them in.
Yeah,
And
they
it's just like a coincidence that you get a good type.
Exactly. In fact, the Raymond missions come the closest to them actually playing with that. The Raymond missions we considered the worst out of the whole thing, but just because they're so long, so annoying, unrewarding for the most part. Of course, we're farming one of the herbs, but anyway, this game would be so much better off if you never had Monties. Like, just cut that enemy type altogether, except for maybe one, like...
Maybe like a joke mission.
Yeah, one joke mission, but definitely not in the open world. And then...
Ferals be like...
Ferals should only be at night.
Yeah.
And they should only come in packs of 3. And they should still be scared of flashlight. But if you like, hey, here's a bloater and here's a horde and here's 2 pelicans, that would be fair difficulty because they're all like, you can kill them. You need to choose your shots, and it's just like State of Decay. So long as there's zombies annoying you, you have to deal with them one way or another, and that just means you're not dealing with the really big stuff, the 600-pound lives or the pelicans, giving them time to do what they're good at. Just like State of Decay, freaks by themselves are not bad to deal with, not even in like Nightmare. So long as it's by itself and you have the tools at your disposal to deal with them, you can do it. The moment that they have some backup is when they get dangerous. And same thing should exist here, but this game mostly just throws zombies at you.
Just kind of throws them at you.
Yeah, they just sort of like, oh yeah, here's some zombies, and maybe there's a 600-pound life. I can't think of any time a 600-pound life zombie has actually been a risk.
Yeah, unless at like the very beginning.
At the very beginning, maybe. But they could be risky if you just put them like behind the lines more often and you made them a part of like a better sequence of enemy type. If you combined a couple turtles with one 600-pound life, that could probably get you because you're slowed down by the turtle bile.
And then I can catch up to you and you don't have time to up.
Exactly. So speaking of that, we were on
Chest.
what? We did zombie deer. That was number 5. And then we're like, oh, 600-pound life and deer and pelicans. I'm going to put number 6. I'm going to put deer, or not deer, but pelicans and turtles. And I think maybe turtles should be tied with zombie. Because turtles have armor.
You can't kill them until you got at least fletched arrows.
Yes. And they are strong, but they're slow during that. And their bile vomit gives them some utility. And that bile vomit would be so good if they had just programmed them slightly different. Which is when they go into their fast mode, which is after you get your shell out, they go into this like rapid, crazy dog
They go
attack.
really fast.
Go really fast, but they don't vomit. So they vomit when they're in slow mode, but they still can't catch you. Now, if they could puke while they were running, they would be a real pain in your ass to deal with. But because
They could slow you down and catch you.
exactly, because they can't do that, I put them below zombie. Where would you put them?
With them. Because they were a big annoyance when we first found them. Because we thought that we could count.
You're not getting picked.
We haven't encountered it. When we first found the turtles, the zombie turtles, thought that we could do damage to them because we had never. What's going on with the mic?
Boost it up. Zombie. The clip on the stand.
I see it.
Get right up there next to you.
This better? Much better.
There you go.
All right.
There. All right, keep going.
At this point, we had never encountered an enemy which we couldn't deal damage to. So we thought that it was just like a bug when we first hit it with our weapons.
Yeah.
So we kept on trying it until eventually we just gave up and we got killed by it a couple times. And we kept on going back to try and fight it because we thought something was going on, but it wasn't. We were just didn't have strong enough weapons. But when we got those fletched arrows, they were less of a problem. Then when we found their fast mode, it surprised us, but it wasn't too bad because they didn't do... One of us was just able to trail behind and hit them while the other was getting chased.
Yeah.
So they weren't too much of a problem. That's why they're lower on the list.
With zombie turtles, we'll put pelicans for largely the same reasons. And pelicans, unlike turtles are closer to going up the list. Pelicans don't have anything where you would say, man, if that you just tuned something a little different, that'd be a real danger. I guess maybe if they were faster. But their vomit is dangerous, and that's why they get to stay up the tier list, away from F tier bottom. Because the vomit slows you and it does damage. It can really end a run, and they need less help. You just need zombies. Zombies, even one boomer, So long as there's pelicans spitting on the ground, and they can do it often, and they're extremely accurate with it, and it takes up a lot of area, it can be dangerous. So we'll tie them with turtles, I think, for that reason.
So far, they've been the only unique unit type too.
Yeah, true.
They're the only thing. Oh wait, is
So-
this the car?
Where are we? Number 6?
We're on number 8. Cause
Redo it again. Barrels. 1. Okay.
Monty's.
Monty. 2. 3.
Alligators.
Alligators. 4.
4 was.
Bear.
Yeah, 4 was bear and
Bear.
runners.
Horde. A horde of runners.
Yes.
Yes. 5. Zombie deer and there was something
Bears.
else. The bears were 4.
Yeah.
There was something tied with the deer.
Monty Jr.
Monty Jr. Monty Jr.'s and deers. And then number 6 is pelicans, turtles. Leaving us with
Number 7.
number 7, and we have walkers left,
Walkers 600. Walkers and
600
600
life.
pound life.
and there might be more of them.
And crawlers.
Crawlers. Crawlers belong on Cujos.
Oh yeah, Cujos. Can't forget them.
Cujos, in my opinion, belong with the turtles and the pelicans.
No.
Yes, because they're just a worse version of the Monty Jr.
Yeah.
In the sense that they hit really hard. They have a surprisingly large amount of health. Speaking of pelicans, there you go. And they sneak up on you and they can stun lock you. Just like a Monty Jr.
The only drawback of them is that they have a lot less health. And they
They're
do
slow.
less damage.
Slower than molasses. We already have a file, so I think. Unless you want to find it.
Nah.
There's more map to explore.
I like it.
I don't feel like it either, but we know we have to level those facilities. I think we should just run through the map really quick.
We haven't like found anything full map.
Yeah, we have. A ton of shit. Look, we're both over encumbered. Unlike the
yeah.
last few missions, these houses have actually had stuff in them. We'll just make it quick. We're trying not to kill too many.
Alright, so number 7.
So, are we gonna lower crawlers to, or are we gonna say that they're tied with turtles and pelicans?
Well, crawlers are just worse Cujos.
Crawlers are better Cujos.
Think so?
They have more health, a lot more health than Cujos.
Yeah, but they're a lot slower.
Yeah, but they can stun lock you.
Just like the Cujos.
Cujos can stun lock? Okay, well, where are we at? 6 or 7?
We were at 7 with the Cujo. Or wait,
No,
we're on
at
7
6.
still.
We're at 7. We'll put Cujos and crawlers for their stun lock ability. So if you could combine a lot of Cujos or a lot of crawlers with pelicans or turtles, you also have a pretty strong combination.
Yeah. So then that leaves number 8. We have
Walkers.
600 pound lives and walkers.
600 pound life. He gets 8 by himself because he can kill you. In the right
600 pound
situation,
lives.
600 pound life. Number 8, above walkers, because in the right situation he can kill you. Is it a cramped hallway? Are you slowed down by a turtle? If you have anything else on you, a 600 pound life still does a ton of damage. He can knock you around, stun locking you. He is a very good utility unit for the undead masses. So he's surprisingly tanky. He has a sprint mode when he's about to pop. And unlike the first one, they're much more difficult to get to pop on themselves. That's my opinion. What's yours?
I agree with that. Because the walkers are definitely the least dangerous thing in the game.
But I think we still had one other enemy.
But
We already know the walkers are going to be last, whatever
Yeah.
that ends up being,
Yeah.
9 or 10. But I think we have Cujos. They were number 7.
Right. Should we count SWAT zombies as a new
SWAT
type?
Zombies.
We count those?
Well, we'll tie those with runners. We did runner horde, but we never actually gave runner. Let's
Yeah.
flip this. Number, I don't know. They should probably be above crawlers and Cujo.
Definitely.
So crawlers and Cujo go to 7. Runners are 6, bringing my 600 pound life to number.
8.
Well, we just created a new
Oh,
category.
wait, number 9,
So it'd
so-
have to be. And so that means SWAT zombies. SWAT zombies are no different than runners. The only difference is they have helmets. They have a little more health. And so I will just call that entire tier of like elite zombies, I guess. And they're number 6.
Just elite zombies are ones that have like body armor or helmets on.
They run and they have some modifications, helmet or something like or Kevlar vest like the SWATs. They're above. We decided they're above turtles, pelicans. Maybe we should flip those even. They are pretty damn strong, especially in a group. But we also easily deal with them anymore, so. Yeah, so now we're at 9, and we decided my 600-pound life, and that would mean 10.
Would be the walkers.
The walkers, so long as there's nothing else that we're missing.
Got
Coyotes. The coyotes are shit too.
Yeah.
Coyotes are tied with my 600-pound life. Hold on.
My bad. Because
There's
they,
just a little more map here.
because they're even worse.
go up.
They're even worse Cujos. They
Yeah,
can't
they're
even.
just much worse.
Yeah. They have a lot less health. They're slower. They die in like 2 hits.
They have one thing going for them, and that's that they're fast, very fast. So in the beginning they're difficult, but then they end up starting to die with one hit. Need to drop off. Grab his shit. And I'm gonna need some arrows. And so coyote, 600-pound lives. Turtles. Was there any unique enemies? Oh, there is one unique enemy.
Oh yeah, that pumpkin
The
boss.
pumpkin. He's difficult because he's like the only boss we've actually had to deal with in the entire game. But he's tough to rank as not really a mob. You don't see him, which I'm surprised because I'm sure we could probably deal with him and get a whole lot more energy. So he won't get ranked.
They have to appear more than once.
Yeah, for sure. They need to show up as a common, fairly common. Like you're gonna have plenty to cook, Jesse.
It's a
Ooh,
lot
lots
of
of ammo.
bullets.
No doubt. Maybe we'll finally make an assault rifle maybe for the final. All right, here's the easiest way to do this. It would have been a whole lot more fun. I should have put a tier list up. We can actually do that. I'll create a template, and on the next episode, we'll go ahead and fill it in. We'll pull it up here on the recording.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna need.
Oh, pigs, turkeys. Those are the Cujos, so that's fine.
Iron infect.
Oh, we haven't done that. Haven't gotten to fight that yet.
Those are.
And we have
Those are
what's
bosses.
it? Night crawlers are the ferals.
Yeah.
Bombers are my 600-pound life, and then this isn't complete because we also include infected. We include runners, which we're now just calling elite.
Quad.
Keep going because we're still recording. I'm making our tier list here.
Vitamin G again.
And I need some arrows. We're gonna make this fancy.
Gotta make it. Maybe you should make this a video in itself.
Yeah, maybe. It'll be part of our Let's Play for those that enjoyed it. You got to keep the let's play going though. You making arrows? Do you need me to move?
I was trying to give you the food. Oh, we gotta move over.
We should make some food too. All right, sweet. And if we can level this thing up, that'd be great. That'd get us moving.
Distance.
Still. Speaking of State of Decay 2, if you look up How to Survive 2, you still get State of Decay 2 images. All right, the barrels.
Pictures.
No, he doesn't. He's photo shy. What do you need now? What kind of movie? We still need pistons. Dropped our shit off. How long is this episode? All right, we're gonna end this episode. No. Yes. Stop right here.